Welcome back for another episode in Soulmask. I appreciate everyone that's watching the videos. They're circulating really well. Thank you for the like, the subscribes, the comments. Those help keep the things circulating. The videos are definitely doing really well. I really appreciate it. Now, we're going to continue this. I'm going to structure it a little more. That way it doesn't feel like I'm just randomly going about. We've learned a lot. I'm going to eliminate a lot of those basic and rote tasks. Today, we're going to actually focus on hitting M and going into our map. We're going to start focusing on eliminating all of these ruins and then these random spots here, which are just like mini ruins. We're going to clear out this whole area. We're going to begin that task. But before we do that, there's a couple things that I want to show you. Let's start off with this. So I did notice that I had 2 plant containers. What I want to do, hit E, go into this. What I want here is just my seeds. All the items that I don't want the tribesman to mess with. So if we take a look at these right here, if you check these boxes here, your tribesman won't take items from here. Tribesman will not deposit anything here. I want to make sure that I have it defined for seeds only. So it's already under plant. Tap L. You see every single one of these are by default checked all items. I want to specify exactly what I want to here. So these are going to be corn seed. All right, corn seed. We know we're going to put all of our seeds in here. So since that's got seed, I'm going to go ahead and check that. All right, now we got to define for the seeds that we do have. We're going to drop these corn in here. The potatoes, we're going to have to put those in a food container. So we go down to our food container. We're going to drop those in, hit G. What I do need to do is, if you can see my hot bar, we're going to work on repair. And we haven't done this yet with these bone tools. I need to deposit these tools into this Craftsman bin. So I need to go to my inventory, and then I'm just going to remove these from my hotbar, deposit them in my personal inventory. Now I can deposit them into the Craftsman bin. Now we're just going to click repair. We should have all the materials. I have been going around trying to acquire random materials, so I'm not filling the episodes with a bunch of rote tasks that really wind up being boring. So from now on, we're going to see much more progression. Those are fixed. The one thing that we do need to do is make sure that our NPC has tools to work with. We're gonna go ahead and make her some. We're gonna make her a beast bone pickaxe. Then we're gonna hop down here, beast bone axe, beast bone scythe, and then we'll make an extra butcher's knife as well. And as I'm making these, I'm gonna go ahead and make these so the more and more you make them, your skill proficiency is gonna go up. That means that every time we make a new tool of the same kind, it's gonna be a higher and higher quality. So we'll just check these out, see what we render here. So I'm gonna let these craft out. Then once we get them, we're gonna take a look at them, see what the specs are on them, and then keep the best ones for ourselves. Then now we're ready for the dual beast bone blade. I've been waiting for that. Then we're gonna craft out some linen armor, as much as it can be armor, just to give us that added buff. We're gonna craft out a ring and a necklace. That's also gonna add buff to us as well. All right, she's done now. We can go ahead and analyze what we have here. Let's compare the stats. So we have beast bone axe, beast bone axe. Now, because our proficiency is substantially increased now, it's a good weapon crafted by Kyra at 2200 durability, the anvil, and then weapon damage 15.7. As your proficiency increases, your weapon durability, its damage, and now we have created an excellent weapon. We'll keep this one for us, and the same stats will go down the line for each one of these tools. As you can see, we have now created a fine under beast bone scythe. Not quite there on the scythe, but we're getting it. We'll keep these for ourselves. We'll slide these in our inventory, and then these right here we will put into the container for the NPC to use, so she can be more proficient at her job, because that girl, she will not work if she don't have no tools. All right, now we're over here at our tool container. We're gonna drop these in here for her. I'm not gonna hit G because that's gonna transfer all of the tools that I have in my inventory. This way she'll come back and she'll naturally grab those as she needs them. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll create more later. I just wanted to show you us upgrading her tools, and while we were standing here, she actually came and grabbed exactly what she needed. Next phase. Before we left, we were working on creating the weapons bench so we could create our bone dual blades and our bone bow and bone arrow. We're gonna have to come over here to our building workshop to do do that. So hit E, and now we should have the ability to create the weapons bench. Weapon crafting bench. There we go. So now we're going to go ahead and craft that out. And the good thing is that we're going to get a substantial amount of awareness out of this. We're going to get 180. So we'll go ahead and then let this finish out. While we're waiting on her to do that, we can tap F9 and then we can open up the suggestions menu. And we're looking at Dawn of the New Tribe. I'm actually tired of seeing that. And then I got like these minimal tasks, create a wooden spear, but I definitely want to go ahead and create our tribe. So what we can do with that is tap I, boom, go into this menu. Then we're going to go to J, or we can click tribe. I need to create one. So we're going to hit space bar and we're going to go ahead and name our tribe Order of Zion. All right, so we're going to have to rename the tribe. I don't know exactly what went down there. Order of Zion. Confirm that. Boom. Now we have our tribe. So we've achieved that. We can go through and adjust tribe power. So we're going to just leave this as it is. We've accomplished that. We got one tribesman. Now our awareness strength is 14. There are several things that I want to learn on the tech tree that's going to require 15, and we're going to wind up getting that when we go raid these ruins. Back out of that. Now our weapons crafting bench is done. Drop it here, exit out of that, spin around, and then we're going to put that in that corner right there. So let's tap tab, go into our inventory, drop these down on our hotbar. Now that we got all these awesome tools, drop this in 6. This right here is where our dual wield blades are gonna go. Tap 6. So for any of you that were actually irritated by the fact that my graphics were a little poor, for some reason I reduced them all down, had to go back and edit it. So I adjusted the settings. It should be much better. Just know that every episode I'm looking for issues and trying to capitalize on opportunities for me to improve this channel. So we're just gonna drop this here, caddy it. All that extra ghost material essentially was just the fact that that's the upgraded version of it. Our fully upgraded version will fit right there. Tap E, and now we can make our dual beast bone blade. Make that. Go ahead and craft that out. Let's put some bone arrows on the docket, and then that's gonna be multiples of 5 for every one that we craft. So that'll give us 25. Let's just push it up to 30, and we're gonna want the long bow as well. Weapon damage 20 to 25 is just the regular beast bone bow. Let's take a look at the long bow. 25 to 31.2. Craft that out. Now we're getting somewhere. We're gonna be able to move forward and go knock out all these ruins. So this is gonna be, from now on, our episodes are gonna be much better. I'll go back as I have been and put in the necessary timestamps that'll help out with any type of tutorial searches, anyone wanting to know how to do something, and you guys can click around and find something that maybe you didn't know how to do. All these episodes will be made as if someone has never played the game before. We're waiting on these to craft out. While we're doing that, we're gonna tap escape, go back into tab. We're gonna need to go ahead and make some gear. Let's go ahead and make this ring, Calaite ring. I'm assuming that's proper pronunciation. We're gonna make some linen pants, linen gloves, stone bead necklace, linen shoes, linen costume. So now we're gonna be completely decked out. Let's take a look at the ring that we just made. Max HP 31.5, attack 5.2, arm resilience 31.5. So we made some good gear here for that. Now on this, we made a fine gear crafted by Kyra. It's gonna give us max HP to 33, attack 5.5, head resilience 33. Sweet. So we're gonna go ahead and just click those so we can have them equipped. Now girl's not looking like such a savage. And where did our linen costume go? There wasn't enough in the queue. We were queued out. Good. Now, not the best look, but we are looking much better. Not an entire savage. Starting to develop some technology. Let's get out of here and move on. And she's almost done crafting out this beast bone longbow. Beast bone dual blades. We're gonna go ahead and put those into our personal inventory. Drop these 35 into here. Now we have bone arrows, and 3 seconds we'll have our beast bone longbow. Boom. Here we go. All escape out of that. She naturally went ahead and put those on. Now we got this. Let's put that in 6 and drag those on there. Go ahead and get this beast hide off of us, and and then we'll start heading out and work on getting some of these ruins cleared. Get them cleared, get our proficiency up. I'm gonna hit F9, hide that, hit M, and what we'll do is we'll start down here and we'll work our way back up. We're gonna clear out all of these ruins over the next few episodes. That's gonna substantially increase our XP gain and our ability to continue on down the tech tree. So we're gonna escape out of that, and then we'll wait. We'll do some stuff around the base, get back to it, and then we'll roll out.